Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm just here to bring you my latest journal, and I'm experimenting here doing the video on my iPad. I don't know quite kind of how this works and whether I'm on limited time, so I'm going to try and kind of get through it reasonably quickly and then check out how it comes out. So really excited about this one. It's an altered book and it's actually repurposed or utilising this pop-up nursery rhyme book. So this is a vintage book that I got in the charity shop, and obviously this is kind of the carcass really, kind of after I've used it. It's yeah, a vintage book. I couldn't find a copyright date or anything, but pretty old, and it was in the collectible section of the charity shop. So it's utilising that. And previously I've steered clear from pop-up books, but actually bit of a tip here, because I'm going to actually hunt them out now, because obviously a lot of the pop-up elements, they're kind of like fussy cut for you already, where you would normally have to cut out, say, people. They're kind of already cut out because they're the bit that's popping up. So yeah, bit of a tip there, kind of for if you're using books. So obviously the altered book itself, it's just been covered with this beautiful polka dot fabric. This was actually a dress of my daughter's from when she was baby. And then it's just got this cute bow here, and then it's got some crochet lace trim down the side, and also some crocheted lace down here at the back. And it holds closed with a Tim Holtz hitch post and some ribbon, which if you just press down, that's kind of how it attaches. So going inside the book itself, on the first page there is a little pocket made again from some of that fabric from the dress of my daughter's, and it's just got some little lace kind of trim and things, and it's actually elasticated because it was kind of the top part of the dress. And then I've covered it with some lace trim that I just had in my stash, and it's also got this actual vintage lace trim gifted to me by a lady at work. More vintage lace here down the side, and then it's got a banner here at the top, and some fabric here, and a flower and some handmade paper, and that's just got a little bulb pin there. And then on this side there is a corner pocket here, just taken from the nursery rhyme book, and it's actually of the rhyme Jack and Jill. So this is Jill, and I've used her as a little tuck spot there, just for that coffee dyed tag. And then behind there is also another tag there. And I've just kind of painted over the actual pages of this book so that you can obviously, journal over it and what have you. And then it's got some cute red lace trim down the bottom. And then inside here, there's a pocket just formed from obviously the book pages itself. And I've just done a little paper clip here with some polka dot trim. It's got a couple of banners there, and just got some lace stitched on the sewing machine, and a little fold out booklet. So some journaling space there. And that just goes back inside that pocket. And then here on the next page, this is Jack from the Jack and Jill rhyme. It's got some lace trim down the bottom, and then I always like to use those postcards as pockets. Well, generally I didn't really find that a lot of the stamped images went with this style of journal using these nursery rhyme images, or I didn't feel that they went. But funnily enough, I thought that the postcard did still kind of look quite nice. So I've used that as a pocket here. And behind there I've got one of these beautiful coloured doilies, and then a little banner at the top. And then I've just got a little tag there that's got an eyelet set in it, and some baker's twine. And then there's just some tea stained little tag there with some fabric on the top. That just goes in there. Then on this side, this isn't a tuck spot, it's just an image from the book. And then a little couple of banners up there with some of the lace. And then on this page here, I've just got a little journaling spot down the bottom with a paper flower, and then here I've just got a little flip. It's got some lace on there and a little bow that I've made, and that just flips down like that. And then here I've just got a little sort of pad going on with more kind of paper for journaling on. And that's just been stapled on like that. And then that's obviously stuck onto the page as a pocket. So that's just got the Jack and Jill rhyme, and that's just been backed onto coffee stain paper for a tag there. Then this one's got a corner pocket with just again a tea stained tag that just slips up there. And then here just scattered joy, and I've just got some lace trim. And then here there is a little pocket, and it's got a a laminated sheet here that I've stamped on the corners, and then I also laminated in it some kind of flower stickers that I thought looked quite cute and went really nicely on that page. And actually it was only after I finished the journal that I thought what you could do is kind of back it with some coffee dyed paper and then stitch it on the sewing machine, and then just literally around the edge, and obviously journal on it with just some black permanent marker, and it would show up really nicely, I thought. So you know, maybe that's something that the owner would you know, maybe want to do. So that's in there. And then on this page, this is actually a pocket which I've obviously forgotten to put something in, so I will come back to that and put something in that you know, when I finish. And then this just got some more trim, and then here I've just got a little bow here tied up, little image from the book, and he's just layered onto some fabric. And this is just a little fold out little kind of booklet that I've just glued onto the page. I won't bother doing that up right now because I'm not sure how long I get for these videos. Here I've just got some paper from the K & Company range. I've coffee dyed this and everything, so that's just stuck down. It's got some doily, and it's got the pail of water that Jack and Jill dropped, and a flower there, some lace trim. And then here there's a tag with, I think this is the old woman who lived in a shoe on there that I've just stuck on there, and that's just plain for journaling. And then here there is another section from the pop-up book, and I just left this one blank, and it's just as it came because actually the paper's quite thick. It's pretty thick paper, so I thought that made just quite a nice journaling tag on its own. So that's that. And then here, this is Jack Horner. So I've just got a kind of pocket here, and then the rhyme Little Jack Horner. This is as a belly band with some lace and a little bow, paper flower, little journaling spot, and a fabric flower that I've made with a button on it. That's just layered up with some paper there that you can barely see actually, and that's got another piece from the book there that I just thought again made a nice useful tag. And then this is also a pocket, so pulls out of there, Old King Cole, and I've made a little kind of fold out booklet and just put a bit of lace trim on there, so that just goes back in there. I'm all fingers and thumbs obviously doing this. Then on this page, this is Jack Horner himself, and he's just in a corner tuck spot with some lace down there, little banner, and then I've just put another tag there with another rhyme on there and some fabric stitched on, just been stitched on the sewing machine. And then on this page, I've seen people do these double page spreads before. I have never done one because I never thought I would be able to actually line up the image neat enough. But I wanted to try it with this because I absolutely loved that image of the woman's shoe. And obviously it wouldn't fit on the page other than going kind of sideways on, which I didn't want it. And I was quite pleased how it turned out. It did line up really well and looks really nice. So I've got up here a tuck spot in the corner with the word love, and then I've just got a little fold out kind of pad there that I've just made and put some fabric across the top. So that just tucks up there. I've just got a fabric ruffle down here on the bottom. Actually, I just glued this onto the page, and some satin ribbon there. And then the shoe itself, I've just got a little paper clip with some yellow ribbon that just holds this, that tucks under the heel of the shoe. And this is just a bit of coffee dyed paper, just folding out there for more journaling space. And then down here there's just a little journaling spot there with some lace trim down the bottom. So that's that. And then here on this page, this was another one of the rhymes. I can't remember which rhyme this was. So this is a cockerel, and he's in, actually this was some packaging from some die cut shapes. So I just obviously cut that out, and it had this shape already in it. Layered it up on some greaseproof paper, and then this little spot down here. Put some lace trim and a little bow that I've made there. And then in the sides is just a little, again, fold out with coffee dyed paper. This page, we've just got some journaling here and some vintage lace down the side with some ribbon trim, another bow that I've made there. And then you've just got a tab with some material. And then here on this side, I've got a fabric ruffle that I stitched on the sewing machine and a little flower that I've made there. And then here, another rhyme forming a little pocket where you've just got a little tag there and a coloured doily again. And then up here, just a little bit of a cluster with some journaling space here, lace, fabric and a bow. Then on this side, there's a kind of lopsided-ish belly band with another image from the book. That's just got a little pull-out tag. Obviously, there's a flower and some layered up bits. And then on this page, another rhyme forming a pocket. It's got some vintage lace and some flowers, another coloured doily, and then there's just another fold out booklet. So you've got a lot of journaling space in this journal, even if it's not on the actual pages because they're quite heavily decorated. And then on this side, there is a fold out little booklet that I've made. It's got a little journaling bit that I've put a couple of violets that just coordinate lovely with that green flower on the other page. And then that opens out and it's a kind of booklet style like that. So that just obviously ties back up. I'm not going to do that right now. It's got some vintage lace, and then here it's got another pull-out tag with another little person from the book. And then here on this page, I've got another little tag here with another rhyme and another paper clip with some fabric. It's been stitched again. And then journaling spot here, little pull-out tag, just literally made with just some scrapbook paper that's been dyed. And then a doily and happiness, some vintage lace and things. And then on this side of the page, a bit like the Amity Bloom fabric tip-ins, this is with just a page from the book, which I thought worked really nicely. I've just put some fabric up the top and the word moments on a chipboard tile. And then I just tied this baker's twine round. So, I mean, obviously, if you didn't like that, you can just slip it off or untie it. But I thought it looked quite pretty on there and made it quite decorative and nice. Then you've just got a belly band down the side here. And again, just some more coffee stained paper that just tucks in like that. Then here in the side, there's just another pocket. And absolutely love this image. It's of Mary Mary, you know, quite contrary. And I've just stitched this on the sewing machine to form a little booklet with some coffee dyed paper. So that just goes in like that. And then here on this page, quite a busy page going on. I've just got Old Mother Goose there in the corner, bit of coloured doily, little tuck journaling spot for the up in the tuck spot. Another tag here in this coin envelope that I've made, and that just goes in there. There's a flower with a button. And then here on this page, another rhyme forming a pocket, some more ruffled fabric, another coloured doily piece just there, and then another couple of pull-out tags there. And then going over the page, there's another pocket, and this one has got the old woman who lived in a shoe rhyme. And again, I've just stitched that on the sewing machine and formed a little booklet like that. So that just tucks in there. And then this page, I really like this page. It's got quite a bit going on. I've got one of those little fold down flips that I've been doing lately with kind of more paper behind it. And that's just been kind of stapled on obviously at the top. And that's got some vintage lace on it, and it just tucks into that little image of the rabbit. Little bow on there, and it's layered up onto, actually this is an envelope, so that's forming another pocket where you've got another pull-out journaling tag there. And then here you've just got a little acetate shape with a little tag behind, and that's just got a little eyelet at the top, a butterfly, and it's held with a bulb pin. And then some vintage lace down here, and then on this side of the page there is again another coloured doily, another image from the book in the centre of the doily, little journaling spot, some flowers, some vintage lace, papers, you know, lots of layering going on. And then here there's just a little ticket, and this I think was from the Kaisercraft. I really like those Kaisercraft ephemera die cut shape packs, so I think that was from one of those, so that just tucks in there. And then here, this is just some of that ledger paper that I bought and I've coffee dyed, so that just tucks in behind the doily there. And then going over the page again, there is another pull-out tag. So this is one of those large tags that I like doing lately. It's got some lace, it's got lady from the book, doily, book page, word love on some fabric, and that's just been stitched around on the sewing machine, and it's just plain on the back for journaling. And then it's also got a little kind of pocket there which has got this pull out of just some coffee dye paper, so that's that. And then on the next page, again, this is quite a busy page. I really like the busy pages. There's another image from the book. There's some lace down the bottom and some vintage upholstery kind of trim. And then I've got another one of those little booklets, and just with some eyelets here. It's got the word cherish, and that's just got a little page there in the middle. And then also there's a little pull-out tag here just for more journaling, and obviously you can journal on this page itself. So, you know, although it's a really busy book, there's quite a lot of pull-out tags and booklets and things, so there's quite a bit of room. This side you've got a little pull-out that just flips open like that, and then another image from the nursery rhyme book with some vintage lace, and that just acts as a little tuck spot here for this tag. Little flower layered up, and then in the side pocket again another tag that's just been stitched on the sewing machine. That goes in there. And then here on this page, at first I thought this was my favourite page, but actually I think it's the next two pages, but I do really love this too. So on this page I've got another one of those postcard images, which actually I've tucked behind it a kind of booklet that folds out then like that, with some lace layered up, flower. And it's also a pocket here, so a little pull-out tag. And you've got a little, one of the king's servants bringing him some drinks or food. Old King Cole himself sat here and looking very regal. Some lace trim down the bottom. I'll just try and stay in frame, obviously, because I'm not used to doing it like this. And then we've got a little fold out kind of flip again, and that's got a little image from the nursery rhyme book. And then here on this page, I love this page. Love the colours, just think it looks really lovely. So again, some more of that packaging there with some lace trim at the top. That's a little pocket here for another little pull out, and it's got some of that beautiful lace trim with this beautiful coloured ribbon. So that just goes in there. Oops, I won't put that in right now because I'll squash it. And then here there's a little envelope, which obviously you could put something in there. I haven't, but you know, you could. And then you've got Puss in Boots, and that's acting as a little tuck spot for a little stitched ticket that goes in there. But yeah, so I mean, you could obviously put it, I say you could put it, perhaps I've actually glued the envelope down by accident. Anyway, you have a tuck spot here. Got some lace trim here, and then this I've kind of just tied up a bunch of this skinny ribbon and kind of bound it in the middle, so I like how that looks and makes it quite interesting, so quite like that. And then on this side, this is another section from the nursery rhyme book, and then this part here was part of the pop-up part itself. So I haven't glued that down, and that's then acting as a kind of belly band there to put a tag, which I quite liked using it like that. It's got some coloured doily behind as well. And then I've just got the words fun and remember. And then again, some more of that gorgeous, gorgeous lace trim, this vintage lace with some ribbon in it. And then some crocheted lace there as a tab. So love that page. And I really love this page. This is probably my favourite. So again, another image from the book. And again, these two little characters who were obviously part of the pop-up, they're just acting as a little tuck spot for a little just folds out flip there. And he just, or that just slots behind those little characters. Then down here, you've just got some vintage lace, a little flower, and a little ticket there from, again, I think some more of those Kaisercraft shapes. And then on the inside of the back cover, there is a policy envelope which I've made on some coffee dyed cardstock or scrapbooking paper, and it's just winds around with some bind wire. Looks so pretty, I think, with these images from the nursery rhyme book. They just go so nicely on it, and obviously that is itself a little pocket. I don't think that's quite narrow enough to go in, but anyway, so that acts as another pocket. And then once that's actually tied up, again, all fingers and thumbs, not very easy doing this on the, you know, on the camera. That's then glued down kind of on just two sides. So it's also a little kind of tuck spot for a couple of tags. And this one opens out, so more journaling space there. So they just go in like that. Love it with the red doily behind. It's got some of that red lace down the bottom, a little kind of banner type thing, and then a little handmade fabric flower that I made just from this really super cute strawberry fabric. So busy page and very colourful page. I really love this journal. I love all these bright colours and think it's just really nice and very different to kind of my other journals. So I hope you like it, and I hope this video's come out okay. I don't know whether it will have done. Let me know what you think, because maybe it would actually be better than kind of how I normally do them. But let me know what you think, and obviously I'll be putting this journal, in fact I've already put this journal in my Etsy shop now, so I'll put the link below. So thanks ever so much for watching, and have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.